what what do you this might be like a broad question for you, but what do you think Bitcoin is going to do? Because obviously recently with the news with China, with Elon Musk, coming out and saying he's not accepting Bitcoin anymore. Do you think that Bitcoin will go up again, or do you think it's going to drop more and then go up, or are you just not aware of, what will happen with it?
So Elon's having a great time right now, pumping and dumping Bitcoin. It's an unregulated market. He's doing nothing that anyone else in this space hasn't been doing for 12 years. Difference is his position is arguably quite grotesque, considering he is crushing the life savings of people who actually in this time in the world can't afford to have their life savings crushed. So when Elon Musk, being the savior of planet Earth, the person who's going to remove us from Earth, take us to Mars just in case Earth is in trouble, is leading a bunch of unwise, unassuming investors like the Pied Piper to buy Bitcoin, dumps on them, then switches to Dogecoin, dumps on them, does the same. Then I think today made a statement about Lightning Network being a solution. Everything that Elon Musk has stated and has ever stated around the subject of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, at least in the last 6 months, has been absolutely effing bullshit. And people investing off the back of what a otherwise incredibly intelligent man, right? But just because someone's incredibly intelligent doesn't mean that you know the agenda and the polarity of his agenda, right? So if he's going to make an extra couple billion here and there by just manipulating a bunch of stupid investors in an unregulated market, for which agenda, I don't know, but that's what he's doing. So that is really personifies the investment space within the cryptocurrency space. It's all BS and hype, and this is what I mean. Everyone is thinking they own a Ferrari or a Lamborghini and not realizing that the chassis came from Skoda and the engine came from Nissan. And if you can't assess these things, then how can you put an adequate price target on it? The only way to put a price target on it is, do I assume that the ignorance and the cognitive dissonance of this technology will continue as such that it will reach X, Y, Z amount of price? I've stepped away from that arena now. I've never really massively made predictions on these types of things because of the irrationality of the market structure. There's nothing that is fundamental on 98% of the market. So I can't tell you where Bitcoin's going to go in the short term. What I can say to you is in the medium term, so I put medium term 12 months now to 18 months, Bitcoin will experience a very seismic shock to its system, whether that be from a court case coming from the direction of the inventor, Satoshi Nakamoto, Dr. Craig Wright, enforcing his copyright rights over Bitcoin, or whether it's going to be a systemic network driven issue around a protocol change because they know the halving event is coming. So the next halving event would take the block distribution reward from 6.75 to 3.375. And that will have monumental impact to the economic integrity of Bitcoin as a network because it can't process fees in order to go beyond that. So therefore, the desire to mine a block for that reward, if the price isn't substantially higher, becomes a much more difficult argument to pump the price substantially higher because the economic incentive model that keeps people there to make it secure in the first place is deteriorating at a rapid rate. Bitcoin's in trouble. It has been for a while. So this is why the likes of Elon Musk are pushing and promoting misinformation in order to drain that baby for all of the milk that it's got left. And then, as always, unassuming retail investors are going to be left holding the bag at a time where already the middle class is being attacked and eradicated globally. So I don't want to give a price prediction on Bitcoin, long story short. People need to pay attention on the fundamentals. And this is why we have BitStocks Media YouTube channel. This is why we built Gravity. Everything that we have said for years, we're now acting in our actions with a solution with Gravity. And it's not a political thing. I couldn't give a shit about which plumber built the best plumbing system, whether it's Vitalik Buterin with Ethereum or Dr. Craig Wright with Bitcoin. The only thing that matters is when I install the system in my goddamn house, I never want to call that fucking plumber again. Whether it's Vitalik or whether it's Craig, I don't want to call him again. I just want my stuff to work. And we're now entering that stage. And when you do have plumbing that works, I think that's the company or that's the infrastructure and protocol that you should be buying and investing in. And that is Bitcoin SV. That's the one that people should be asking, what's the price of and where's the price going to go? And for the ones who are curious, it's only $190 right now, which is, if what I'm saying is right, and right now everyone thinks I'm crazy, our community is crazy for making this statement, which, going by your earlier question, very much fits within my model completely fine. They're going to get a rude awakening.
Wow. Yeah, interesting. You know, I can put my hands up. I've actually invested in Dogecoin. You know, so silly, because I was like, oh, Elon Musk is going to go on SNL. The prices might fluctuate, you know, go up. I invested in it, and then they just went down, and I was like, oh no.
Dude, it's like, look, there's nothing. There's nothing wrong with making money from the bullshit that's going on in the market, right? But the most important thing is that when you've made your money, where do you sow your seeds? Where do you plant them? Where do you plant the profits so that tree can grow over time? Because that's wealth, right? So where do you plant your gains? Because jumping from hot potato to hot potato, eventually you're going to put your money on the wrong fucking number and you're going to lose your shit, right? So where do we put our gains? And this is why SV. And this is why gravity is designed to be where gravity is, because we can allow people to get exposure to Bitcoin. We're going to add some more coins soon as well, right? So you want to get exposure to Doge and these other things, cool, no problem at all. But follow our education, follow our channel, and then you will know where to sow your seeds. And it's not going to be Dogecoin, because even the inventor created it as a meme. So Elon Musk, being the intelligent, manipulative mofo that he is literally slapping the whole space in their face with a silly fish and saying, you bunch of silly fishes, I'm pumping a meme and you guys are taking me seriously. Are you serious?
I've been slapped by that fish.
I'm sorry, but I mean, considering that this is going out to like an audience, I'm just gonna say how it is.